Alright, gonna show you guys a quick demo on how to do a online green sheet. So to do an online green sheet, simply go to the internet and then you would go to kw.com and log in at the bottom is where you will log in as an agent. If you forgot your password, you can click and it's kind of hidden here, but it's forgot password right off to the side there, but it's gonna log in. It'll open up the new window here. It's the My KW home page. And then all you do is you just hover over your home page here, and then you won't see this Market Center approval. You'll just see green sheet. So you click on that, and that will open up the online green sheet. And then all you need to do is go right up to the top, and you will just start with creating a new green sheet. So click there. And first thing it's going to ask you, and I'll tell you why they're asking you. It's asking you, are you the listing agent? Obviously, it needs to know that. I'm going to say no in this scenario. And then also, is this listing a KW listing? I'm going to say no. And part why it's asking both those questions is because if your listings are in KWLS, which they all should be, it will pull that information over for you. So part of your green sheet will be filled out, so it'll speed up the process. So it is very helpful to say yes to these if you can. I'm going to say no just for the sake of filling this out and showing you how to do it. So you hit no, and then it'll pull you to the green sheet. And quickly, it's going to go in order. So I'm at the general information right now, and it's going to go down this order right here. But I could jump to any one of these sections at any time that I want to. These are part of the new features that they just added. So quickly, anything in red obviously is going to be a required field. So the contract date, well, actually I'll start right here. If it's a commercial, you would select commercial. It'll default to residential there. Contract date, just click your mouse there and we'll input the date there. And then the close date, simple as finding it on the calendar and selecting it. The type, a listing, a buyer, both sides, or other, basically like a referral. And I'm going to do buyer side. Class is a property. And then I could select some more of the stuff here if it's resale, new home, if it's HUD or REO, and it's not any of those. You could select the the way that you got the lead on this property as well. And you could input all this information. I'm going to stick right to the required fields here. Alright, house number, then the street name, type all that information in. Alright, and then simply all I have to do now is just click to the next section, and what it'll do is it'll collapse this section and open up the new one. So that's all it did. And if I want to go back to that, I can click general information over here, or what I could have done is select general information here, and it will collapse my other field. And we'll only have one field open at once, so which is kind of nice. Just keeps right in front of you what you need to fill out. So the pricing information, where the earnest money is held. So I'm going to say Coldwell Banker Burnett, and the amount is $1,000. The sale price is $150. And you've got two options. Is it a percent? So I'll just go through both of those. You say yep, percent, and I'll say 3%. And once you click out of that cell, or I should say that field, it'll populate the commission, so it'll take 3% of that. Or I could do a flat commission, saying no, it's going to be $3,500. So if it's not an exact percent, but if it is, that's all you would do there. And now simply click the next section. It'll collapse and go to the next one, and then the buyer. So I'll do Jim Buyer. I could put his information here as well. Will the owner occupy the house? I can simply say yes, he will, and that, or I don't have to say anything and just fill out the red. Go to the next section here, and then the seller as well, and then fill out that information if I please, but I'm not going to in this case. The next one, apologize for my throat here. The next one is the agent detail, and this one kind of gets people, so I'll spend a little time on this one to make sure everybody understands this. So quickly, it's going to put your information here because you're logged into KW, so you're going to go in here, you're going to be part of this deal. I'm going to pretend that I'm splitting this deal with another agent in my office just to show you how that is done. But quickly, I'll fill out my information real quick. So I'm the buyer specialist. Type, it's a buyer side, agency, buyer. In this right here, you've got this unit down here. This is grayed out the listing because I told that I was representing the buyer. So once I put my one unit in here, it'll populate the commission. But I'm actually splitting the deal, giving a 25% referral to one of my agents who helped me out on this. So What I would do in that case is I would put 0.75 in here. That gives me 75% of the deal. Then I'll go out and I'll find him by clicking on that little, let me show you that again, this little magnifying glass here. And then all it does is it searches by the last name here, and I'm just going to do one of my agents. I'll type in his last name, and I've got 2 of them. I'll select Eric, select, and then the role here, I'll just put he's a buyer specialist, buyer sale, agency is the buyer, and then I put 0.25 in, and then that will give him that volume accordingly, and then also the commission as well. If I had to add another person, I can just keep adding people. If there was 4 people or 5, I'd go to page 2. There would be the next agents, and it allows for quite a few agents if you needed to add them to the deal. But that's how you would break down the commission of that. It's just by the percentages. If you've got an outside referral, all you would do is, let's say I've got an outside referral of $1,000. I could actually put a percent. So if I did 25%, it's going to pop this thing up telling you, hey, make sure you go down to the bottom and fill out that information. And I'll show you that real quick. Down at the bottom is the outside referral. We need this information. The MCAs will need to know who the company is that's getting this outside referral. And it allows for you to put in multiple referrals as well there. So all you would do is I put in 25%, so it figured it out here. If I didn't want to do a percent and I just want to do it's $1,000 referral, okay, it's going to pop up again and do that message. I could manually put in the amount of the referral. So if this referral's for 2 people, let's say I'm giving $750 to one person and $250 to the other, I would put the total in here, and then I would put the companies down there. The other thing too is maybe Eric is going to be responsible for a portion of this referral. So I'm only paying $750 of it. He's paying $250 of it. Again, it populates that every time you put a number in that field. But that's how you would split out an outside referral, and you could do, again, a percentage as well, but maybe you want to break out the referral to both sides. So I'll take that out real quick. And then the concessions there, a bonus or an admin fee, you would input that in here. And then it'll figure all of your stuff out here. So right now it is it's figuring out my commission, which is $33.75, and let's say I'm capped. I would just put 100% in there. That would give me $33.75, and then my royalty, I'm also capped. I would just click the box there, and it gives me my net check of $33.75 because nothing's come out. Eric, on the other hand, is not. It's taking his split, taking his 70%, going there, and then it's taking 6% as well of that, the full amount up top here. You'll see this in red. This is a required field, and that is your KW Cares deductions. You have to put a value in there, and obviously I recommend you putting in a value above 0, but if you are not donating, you at least have to put the 0 in there, otherwise it will not accept it. So I'm just going to put in the donations, and then if you have any deductions, maybe you're paying an office bill or something like that, you could simply put that in here. And if you want to have a line item called office bill on your green sheet, you can talk to your MCA. They have the ability to add some custom deductions in here, some custom fields. So, and that would have to be done through your own office to have that added. So that's all you would do there, and then I would just go to the next section, and this would be my co-broke information. None of this is required, but it is highly recommended that you put this information in here. So I would just put Colo Banker, Jim Agent, 507, fax, address, I don't have any of that information. Amount to pay to the co-broke, you could put that in here. How much is the co-broke getting? Their ID as well. Did you talk to them about recruiting? You simply say yes. Would this agent be a good fit? You say yes. Was a great agent in this transaction. Whatever you want to put in there, because your team leader will get this report. And you click on the next section, you put in the mortgage company. So simply you'd select them from a drop-down list here, and these will be all these people that have been entered into the system by your MCA, or you could do an other down here as well and put in the company name if it's a different person. But if they've been in the system before, they'll show up in this drop down list. So you put in all their information. I won't waste the time on doing that. Then the closing company as well. This is crucial. We need this information. The MCAs will need this, and I'll just put in I'll put in their information, phone number, and fax is again a very crucial number for the MCA, so they can get over the documentation to those title companies if they need to. Home warranty information, click next, and then you can add any notes, whatever it would be. And then what you'll do, there's a green button down here saying submit to MCA, and if something's not filled out properly, it won't let you do it, but I'll hit it. And what's cool is you can upload documents to go to the MCA as well. So I can click on this upload documents, and then what it'll do is it'll ask me to agree to the terms, and then I could actually upload a document here. It's taking a little bit because I'm recording this video, and I'll say run and give it just a second here. And basically what it'll do is that you browse and you can find the documents you want to upload. So I'm just going to return to the Greensheet just for time's sake here. Return, and then all I would do, and it says partially accepted, so it's gone to the MCA. So she or he will have it right now, and then they will take the steps to get that accepted and let you know if there's any errors or anything like that. So that is a quick overview on the Greensheet. Again, check out the other YouTube videos for more training.